Oh my gosh, it's nice and bright in here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hi cupcakes, how are you guys doing? It's been a minute since I've like been on here. Like it's been a minute since I've been on here. This has just been a whole lot of stuff that's been going on. But I have been going through a lot, but I will probably maybe do an update video on that. But I'm here because I've actually asked a really good loyal cupcake of mine by the name of Brandon, aka on YouTube known as On the Ocean 007, to do a video that I wanted him to be a part of and to do. And the video is called The Naked Truth Tag. And basically in the video it's some questions that I'm going to read, and I have to answer it truthfully. And anyone who wants to have their own responses to it, then I will leave a copy of the questions in the description. Or if you feel like it, you can rewind the questions back to the video and leave your answers down below. Or if you want to do a video response to it, which would be amazing, would be great. But if not, then, you know, I would love to see what you guys say. This would be great. So, on to the questions. Wow! Alright. So, the first question is, how did you get over heartbreak from someone you thought had your best interest at heart? Well, first of all, I've been through tons of heartbreaks. And it's not an easy process because you've put so much into this person, so much time, so much energy, so much effort. You put your all into this person. And sometimes when you're in a relationship, you forget yourself. And you become this person that either they want you to be or somebody that you thought that you couldn't be. Sometimes it's something that can be for the good because you can learn from it and grow from that. And then other times it turns out to be something that's bad because you tend to not learn from what it is that you were going through. So my thing that I would tell anyone who is going through a situation like that is learn from what you've been through and take the good parts and the good aspects about that relationship and save it for yourself and save it for the next person. And all the bad stuff, you just learn from it and grow from it. Because when you don't learn from it and you don't grow from it, you will repeat the same cycle. You repeat the same things, the same situations, the same type of attitude, the same everything. And you will be wondering, well, why is it that this is happening to me? And it's something that you're self-inflicting. And sometimes you don't even know that you're doing it to yourself until you really evaluate yourself. So learn from it, grow from it, and move on. Sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do. Sometimes it's the hardest thing to do, depending on whomever you are and how you deal with things. That's what I would suggest. Okay, the second question is, do you regret anything that you went through? There have been times in previous relationships that I did regret certain things that I did, because for me personally, I subjected myself to a lot of things that people would be surprised of. A lot of people just think with me, oh, you're so kind, you're so sweet, and you're so nice, and they would never think that there was a point in time with me where I actually put myself in certain situations with guys, and I thought it was okay to subject myself to those things. For example, I thought it was fine that if the guy that I was with was doing things to tear me down, tear my confidence down, tear me down as an individual, as a person, whether it be mentally, physically, verbally, and a lot of it has to do with my upbringing. It's not cool, because if you don't speak out about what it is that you are looking for, you will have those regrets, and sometimes you won't even notice it because it's something that you grew up with, so it's okay. And when I actually had to step back and say, oh, well, why is it that I'm the only person that's always feeling this way? I don't want to be feeling this way. No. So I had to sit back and evaluate certain things, and I had to learn that I know my worth, and I'm not going to tolerate certain things, and that's okay because I'm not meant for everybody, and everybody's not meant for me. So yes, there's been times that I've regretted certain things, and what do I do with that is again just learn from it. Try not to repeat the same thing, because if you don't, you will be having a jar full of regrets, and you won't move forward. So yeah. The third question is, are you angry at anyone or yourself? Yes, my goodness. When it was going on, I was mad as fuck with the person because I just thought, I'm giving you my all, and this is like what you give me back in return. I'm trusting you with something that I don't even trust a lot of people with. I'm a very private person, and it's a lot of things about me that I choose not to put out here because I don't want everybody knowing about what's going on with me. There's certain things that I want to keep for myself. And if I trust in you to allow you to see a different side of me, and I'm opening up to you, why would you do things in a sense of throwing it back up in my face or hurting me? And you're telling me, well, I love you, I care for you, but you're not showing that. Hell yeah, bitch, I'm mad with your ass. Yes. And I was mad with myself because I thought that you were the person who you said you were, and I thought that you actually cared when you didn't. You hurt me in the end. So yes, bitch, I'm mad with you. But when you learn from that, you learn to forgive them for yourself and for themselves so that you can move forward. So at the time when it was going on, hell yeah, bitch, I'm mad with you. But once I move forward, I forgive you, I move forward, and I'm not mad with you no more. Why stay mad? That's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the outcome of it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. The next question is, do you feel like you wasted your time with anyone that you were in a previous relationship with? Yes. I've been in situations, one particular situation, I was living with this particular guy who remained anonymous, and we were living together, and to make a long story short, they were cheating on me. And they would cheat on me while I was actually working. And I found this out because they were doing certain things that was suspicious. So I went back and figured out what it was. And I got the evidence that I needed. And I just basically told them, fuck you. You can kiss my ass. And I'm done with that. And it hurt me so bad. And it was a cause of certain relationships afterwards to cause it to be damaged because I wasn't over it. I didn't get closure from it. So yes, I did feel like I was wasting my time with that particular relationship. But there's been, one and that I didn't feel that way. There was one where I felt like we were one and they did love me and I was getting back what I was putting into it. And the only thing that made us split apart was that I moved away. Had it not been for that, I would have still been with that person. And they treated me with the utmost respect. And there was nothing that I wouldn't do for them, and vice versa with them. So it's both. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think we all kind of go through that in some form of way. The next question is, do you feel like you received any closure from previous relationships, or are you holding on to the past that could prevent you from being happy? I have held on to a lot of previous relationships in the past because I just always thought, you did me wrong. You did me wrong. Why? And I never thought that I could do somebody wrong. I never thought that I could hurt somebody. I never thought that I could be the person that could potentially damage or change a person into what I was going through. I was just thinking about me, I, and I never thought that, well, what did I do to contribute to it? Because a lot of people, when you're going through relationships, you don't think about it from that perspective. You just think, bitch, you hurt me. I trusted you. You lied. You cheat on me. So because I told you not to do this, it's your fucking fault why I am the way that I am. And really, sometimes it's because that's just who you are. You just wind up being that way because either your upbringing or that's just who you are and you just don't even notice it. And when it comes time for you to notice it, it's either too late, or it's something that you have to kind of change within yourself. It's something that you have to tell yourself, I'm not taking this no more. You know? So yeah, I mean, there's been times where I feel like I didn't get closure from previous relationships. I just actually said one that I didn't get closure to, and it affected one of my relationships, and it damaged it. Oh my gosh, tremendously, because I didn't get closure from it. Had I got closure from that particular relationship, I feel like most or a lot of the things that I did within that relationship would have never happened, because I wouldn't have anything to hold on to. So I would recommend that if you don't have closure, get closure, because closure is very good. When you linger onto things and you don't get it, it messes things up. Like, it will fuck up your relationship. You probably can't even be friends because of the fact that you're not getting closure. It's really fucked up. And when you try to go back in and correct the mistakes or try to figure out what happened so that both of y'all can move forward, y'all might not even be in the same mindset. You know what I mean? You might not even want to do that, or it might be too hard to even go there, and it might unleash another damn thing that could potentially fuck up something that could have been great, whether it be y'all are just friends, or whether it be, well, you know what, at this time we can't be together, but maybe in the future we could. It could fuck all that up if you don't have closure. Closure is a necessity when a relationship goes bad. You need it, not just for the other person, but you need it for yourself. Both of you guys need it so that you can move forward. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if you can move forward from a relationship that you've been in and you invested this time with this person, and just basically say, I'm done, I don't understand. How can you tell somebody you love them, you care for them, and your whole thinking pattern is, well, it doesn't really matter, you know, I'm gonna move forward, I'm good. But you put all this time into this person and you don't even want to know the reason why shit happened the way that it did. Like, I don't get that. How can you tell yourself you love and you care for this person then? That doesn't make sense to me. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to that person to have that closure. So, you know, that's just what I think about that question. The next question is, are you afraid of to be by yourself? For a very long time, yeah, I used to say that I hate being by myself because I would always think about the negative. I would always just say to myself, I can't do this shit. I want to be with somebody. I don't understand why people don't get that here I am, you know, and I would daydream so much about the person coming to rescue me, this and that and the third. Nobody can rescue you from, you know, from yourself and from being with them. I had to learn that being alone is actually a good thing, because you get back to yourself. When you are in a relationship with somebody, it's not about you no more. It's about you and that person. And you have to combine and come together. If y'all can't do that, it will fuck it up for real. And being by myself, I learned a lot of stuff about myself that I didn't know. I didn't know my own strength. I didn't know me as an individual. But being by myself, I learned all these different things, you know, and it's like a soup. There are ingredients to learn, not only for myself, but it's ingredients to help me to make a better dish for my next relationship. You know what I mean? And being alone is not bad. People think that it is. It has its moments, don't get me wrong, because nobody want to be by themselves. But at the same time, it's one of those things that is necessary because it makes you a better you. You know, and that's not easy to remember. Like, I have to remind myself that shit, like, all the time. You know, being by myself is not the worst thing. It's actually a good thing, because I'm getting back to Kiki. You know, the relationship didn't work for whatever reason it is, but I need to get back to me so that loving me can be something that is good for me, and somebody else that's coming into it can compliment me and say, hey, you know, I see that you love yourself, you know what I mean, more than anything, but I'm here to compliment you. You know what I mean? You can't learn that if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're not by yourself. If you're constantly jumping from the next person to the next person, you will never learn that. You'll repeat the same cycle. So, I'm just saying. You gotta listen to me though. Do whatever the fuck you want to. I'm just saying. what advice would you give someone who is going through any of this? I would say get to know yourself. Take the time to know who you are. Do not subject yourself to certain things that you would not agree with. It's okay to be by yourself. You know what I mean? It's okay to know that sometimes relationships are not meant to be. Sometimes y'all are just good at just being friends. I would say know who you are. Be friends with somebody. Like, oh my God, like I cannot stress that. I used to be one of those types that hated when motherfuckers tell me, well, we can be friends after I'm in a relationship with you. Bitch, I don't want half of you. I want all of you. That's what my mindset used to be. And I would get so upset because I would say, damn, every single time, somebody always going to be my friend for what? And then I had to learn that it's okay to be friends. Because actually, if you think about it, if you're friends with somebody, you get to see this person on their good days and their bad days. And you can decide on if you want to make it much more deeper than what it is, and they can too in retrospect with you. Sometimes y'all are just meant to be friends, you know what I mean? Sometimes that's just what it is. And then sometimes you can have the best of both worlds. You can have somebody who's your best friend and you built this relationship, amazing relationship with this person, and they know you, and now y'all are taking it to a level that's much more to it than just a friendship. So why not be friends with somebody who can compliment you more, because then you can be yourself. You don't have to pretend to be somebody that you're not. A lot of motherfuckers want bitches to be this, you know, I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear type of thing. You know what I mean? Those are associates, those bitches on the side, those are friends with benefits. They would tell your ass what the fuck you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Just so that you can feel good for the moment. But who the fuck wants that? Why not have a best friend who can tell you, no bitch, you need this for your life. You need this for you. You know what I'm saying? To make you a better person. Because if they're your friend, they know you. You know what I mean? Especially if they're your true friend. They know you in and out. And it's okay to get in arguments, you know, with your friends. It's fine because they're your friend. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you have that type of good kind of relationship where this person knows you, then it makes the relationship better if y'all choose to decide to go into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that kind of concludes everything. And just stay true to yourself. You know, don't ever say to yourself it's the worst thing ever, because sometimes you can be your own worst enemy by inflicting those types of negative thoughts in your head. You will actually believe that and it will come true. You know what I'm saying? So just be true to yourself and don't subject yourself to anything that you would not. You know your worth. You know, no matter if you are male, female, transgender, bi, whatever you are, what color you are, whatever nationality you are, just know your worth and do not settle. You know what I mean? And that comes with time, you know? So until then, if you guys love this video, then thumbs it up and all that good stuff. And if you feel like you want to join into the combination of collaborating on this video, you know, make a video, you can if you want to. If you don't want to and you just want to write your thoughts down, then again, I'll leave the questions in the description box and you can answer it. I'm so looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say, and I will talk to you guys later. Alright, until then, don't eat a cupcake, be one. Switches.